Vincenzo's gold crypto investing, a sign of the times here. China to speed up, expand digital yuan smart contracts, PBOC officials say. Right, the People's Bank of China, PPOC, the nation's central bank, plans to deploy more smart contracts for the digital yuan, as an increasing number of use cases have emerged amid testing of the new digital currency. Mu Changcheng, Director General of PBOC Digital Currency Institute, said in a speech on Friday that smart contracts involving the digital yuan or CNY are being used in areas such as government subsidies, retail marketing, and prepaid fund management. The move is in line with the Institute's white papers last year that said that the eCNY world obtained programmability from deploying smart contracts that don't impair its monetary function. Smart contracts widely used in blockchain and decentralized settings are traceable, self-performing contracts that enable conditional payments, guaranteed payments, and other complex use cases. eCNY smart contracts could facilitate business model innovation, right? Mu said that the guaranteed enforcement nature of smart contracts means that there needs to be sound management of smart contracts, templates, and systems in place. Otherwise, it could be risk to economic and financial stability. The deployment of CNY smart contracts could effectively reduce cost of economic activities that could be put to use in various scenarios, according to Mu. Last month, Bank of China, one of the country's largest state-owned commercial banks, stated that to support CNY via smart contracts for after-school education programs in Chengdu, the capital city of southwest China, Sichuan province, local media reports in August. China tech grants. The PBOC started plot trial of the CNY in Shenzhen. I don't know how to pronounce Chinese words. In October 2020, sorry for butchering that to all my Chinese fellows out there and ladies. And it has since expanded the trials to at least 23 cities and regions. China tech giant are also embracing digital yuan payments. In June, online retail platform JD.com reported 400 million yuan, US 60 million, in digital yuan sales at the 618 shopping festival, accounting for about 0.1% of the event total sales. The use of the digital yuan has also been expanded to include a variety of public transport and municipal services, including metro, buses, trains, highway toll gates, taxation, and social insurance, right? So this is very critical, and this is some breaking news into the way that we're going to the digital yuan, right, which is going to go around the world, and eventually we're going to have a digital dollar in the United States, Europe, Australia, England, and the rest of the world is going to be switching to a digital currency, as old Vincenzo's been saying since we've came on air. And I just have to make a statement and a comment to some of my subscribers. I'm a very busy person. See, I have a full-time job. Yes, I do. I work 60 to 70 hours each and every week. Oh, absolutely, I do. Then, on my spare time, I try to give you the most updated breaking news like we just went over with the yuan and smart contracts, and try to keep you up to date on all of your favorite amongst the 30,000 and amassing coins with an audience that is ever growing. I cannot get to all of your things like that, right? When you request something like that, I cannot just jump to it, right? I'm very busy, and I don't appreciate harsh comments because I'm not jumping at a request right away when I'm working 60 to 70 hours a week, more than likely 7 days a week, the whole year, right? I do not ask for donations, right? If you want to, You're more than free willing to go and donate and support a channel, right? That's why if you want to support the channel, I have the industry exclusive, industry lowest, and industry's best value to support a YouTube station at $2.99 a month. Comes out to $38 a year. Do you have to? No. Do I appreciate it? Absolutely. Do I appreciate each and every one of your continued support, comments, likes, disagreements, concerns, and your participation on this channel? Absolutely. And this channel would be nothing without you. Yes, you, the subscribers. And this is why I do this station, for you, the subscribers. But some people think if I don't make a video in 3 minutes that I don't care, that I'm ignoring them, and I want money. That is not the case. If I wanted money, here, I'll show you how much money I make on YouTube, right? Here you go. You want to see how much money I make on YouTube? Look at that right there. You see that? See that $131? That is how much money I've made off of YouTube in the last 28 days, okay? So I'm not doing it for the money. I have a full-time job that pays my bills, right? So it's not me trying to get money from you. That is my ad revenue from you beautiful people and lovely audience members that are gracious enough to take time out of your day to listen and watch my videos and participate and comment and request coins. And I try to do all the coin requests unpaid. I don't ask for money for them. I ask, if you want to donate, go ahead, right? If you don't, that's even better. I love when people bring up new and interesting coins and comment and want me to update them on certain coins, right? And I try my hardest to get you, each and every one of you lovely people, as fast as humanly possible, your updates, right? But it's virtually impossible to jump at it right away when I am a very busy person. I'm running another channel, and I have a 70-hour full-time job a week. Literally 70 hours. I haven't been in my own house or in the state that I live in 7 weeks. I've been out of town at the same fucking place in Central Illinois for 2 years, right? I barely ever get home. I'm in and out of hotels, checking in and out, driving, hotels, plant, working, laptop, emails, meetings, emails, walking the plant, watching a job site, emails, trying to update you on here, trying to look at this, trying to look at that. And it all takes time. And I'm not sitting at home all day to where I can see an email, see a comment, or see a request and instantly see it. Sometimes I don't see it for a few days because I have a lot of people on here that love to comment to me and talk to me, which I love. I love interacting with you guys. But certain people seem to, if I don't make a video on my next update, because I'm just running down the main coins that I run down every day, that I'm ignoring them, or I won't comment, or I won't do a video without money. That is false. That is not true. And you just seen my ad revenue. Obviously, I'm not living off of that, right? And I occasionally forget. I got so many of you people that love to comment and talk and interact with the channel and me, which I love, but you got to have patience with me. The market is always changing, and I just forget sometimes, right? So I just had to say that because I feel like sometimes people forget what's actually going on here, right? And today I worked and then I went and golfed. That's why there wasn't many videos today, right? I made one this morning before I went to work, and then I had to work, right? I had to be in a plant, bad signals, busy, right? And then I went golfing. So that's why on a coin request, and XRP Sniper, you're a beautiful audience member, and I appreciate your continued support and your interaction with the channel. But the reason I didn't make your video on Raven Coin, and I believe it's Raven Coin, and AGIX, isn't because you didn't donate to the channel. I do hundreds of updates for you all the time. You sent me a message last night asking, after I made my last video of the evening at 10 or 11 o'clock my time. See? Then I had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning my time. I wasn't going to jump right on to my computer and make a video when it was like 11 o'clock my time, when 6 hours from then I had to be up and 7 hours from then I had to be at work. And then today I made just an update on my way to work before I got there so you guys could have a sort of an idea what was going on in the market. And then I went golfing and forgot to put your coin and make a video today, right? It's not because you didn't donate money to the channel. I could care less about that. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about to generate extra revenue via ad revenue and people that want to support the channel for $38 a year. A year, if you want to support the channel, right? It helps me get new things. It helps me to facilitate what I'm doing, right? And I greatly appreciate it. And it means a lot to me that you people appreciate my channel enough to listen, to like, to subscribe, to dislike some topics that you don't agree with me on. And I love when you guys don't agree with me on, because then I can dig a little bit deeper, and or you can educate me on something that I might not be educated enough on, something that you know more about than I do, right? But I did not make your video because you didn't donate. And that's a very insultful comment by you, and a very, I just felt like that was out of line, because I try to get my updates out to you guys that request things in the comment section, or when you personally email me and or use Twitter or Telegram or any of the other social media platforms that you can find me on. I try to get you what you're asking for as quick as possible, but I'm not at home 24 hours a day sitting behind this screen where I can just jump on it. I'm busy. Some days I'm traveling 400 miles to go home for 7 days, right? Well, obviously I can't jump to it when I'm driving 400 miles on a freeway or at work, or God forbid, when I bowl on Thursday nights and Tuesday nights in my bowling league, because I enjoy to bowl, right? So that's just a little PSA for you guys. You don't need to donate for me to do your whatever coins or topics, stocks, commodities, news, whatever you want me to look at. You don't have to donate money for me to do it. I do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coin updates a week based on comments that you guys hit me in the comment section, and I try to get them out to you as fast as possible and with as much detail and effort as possible. But when I wake up every morning at 4:30 in the 5 o'clock in the morning, every morning, 5 a.m., I'm up and I work all day. And throughout the day, when I have a brief minute, I try to get you guys updates, right? So just remember that donating to the channel is never a requirement, nor do I ask. Back when I started, I may have asked to try to jump the channel up and try to get interaction and whatnot, but I do not ask for anything other than you guys to hit that subscribe button, to share this channel far and wide, and to comment down below and interact with the channel via commenting and bringing in new topics to the station and new coins and new things to look at. And if you want to, YouTube puts a thing on there if you want to support a channel because you like it, you're getting value from it. And I am putting a lot of time into this. I've been doing it for a year and a half for you guys, and I put hours and hours a day to this. And then I'm trying to get another station off the ground, that stuff that I like, right? So on with that and done with the announcement. And I appreciate, and let's not construe this, I appreciate and love each and every one of you beautiful people out there. And I love it when you comment, and I love it when you bring things to the station. But when you say I'm not going to do an update because you didn't donate to the channel, that's very insulting, very hurtful, and very wrong and out of line, I believe, because that is absolutely not the case. Because I get 10s and 20s and 30s and 40, 50 a day on coins to update, and nobody donates. Very few people donate. There's a few people that are beautiful people that obviously they find value in the station, so they pay the $2.99 a month. It's a YouTube thing that they allow to support a channel, right? And I appreciate that. And like I said, this channel wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you lovely people out there, right? But I try as fast as humanly possible in my busy schedule to get you the updates that you want and deserve and need as quickly as possible. But you can see literally AGIX, since the last time we circled up there and said that it was most likely coming down here, and then it had this pump that we talked about where we said it's coming back down here, this coin has literally done nothing. It's literally went straight sideways. It's literally been in the same range. It's literally done absolutely diddly squat, right? While the rest of the market's been up and down, fluctuating like mad. And that's where the interest was, and that's where my subscribers wanted me to talk about, like Luna. So I talked about it, right? And you can see here in AGIX, it's sitting down here on this blue support zone, right? And if we look left in the chart, you can see this blue support zone was major support and resistance here, resistance. And then if we look back even farther, you can see it was major support, and then it had a huge pump up there, right? And then if we kept looking left at the chart and zoom out to the daily time frame, you can see this coin's been in this falling channel for almost 9 months now. And what I would be watching out for this, and this is very simple technical analysis here, and it's very easy to look at and see, and for you guys to get a grasp on, we called this pump beautifully. And XRP, you'll remember when we called that pump, when the price was down there, and we said the first resistance point for a hard sell-off was the 200-day moving average in the daily time frame. And what did it do? It tagged it and then flushed. And we said if it flushes, you would come down to the 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average first, then back to the volume indicator, and then if it broke that, the bottom part of this blue support zone and or retesting the falling channel and try to hold that as support. Now, right now, you're still in that same area, something we've been talking about for quite some time on this coin. And what I would look for is you better hold this area at the 0.03891,584, because if you can't hold that, the price would, if it breaks that, come down here and back test that lower support in the falling channel at about 0.03090,624, right? But if you can get support here, your first initial pump, if you break that 200-day moving average, would be right back up here to the top part of this blue zone, which has about 0.05246600. And that's what I would be paying attention for. Can you hold this blue area? And if you do, the 200 or the upper part of this blue support zone would be your first rejection point, right? But if you can't break the 200-day and you breach this blue area, you are going to come down there, right? So that would be that technical analysis. And Raven, right here, if we take a look at it real quick, you can see it actually did come all the way back down to the orange support zone, or the orange line that we have down here, because this coin's just been dancing back and forth, right? It's been getting rejected up there by the red support zone, which is our volume indicator zone, but we got supported once after the great dump, right? This was the great June dump, early June dump, bam. Then we hit our local bottom, support, and now we're on support again. And now one of two things are going to happen. You can take a major gamble that this is going to hold, which it's trying to, and then you would have a big pump up here. Back where the last time we talked about this, we said your upper resistance initially would be the falling, this blue descending line right there at 0.00136451. If you can hold this area. If you fail to hold this area, it's a big problem, because if we look back on the chart, there is no chart history down here, right? There's nothing. So it would be in price discovery. And when you're in price discovery, you could take this and say, back up here, see where I'm pivoting up here? This is a big pull, bearish consolidation to the bottom of the move to the point of a breakout at the support. And you could say that would be a downside target. But remember, old Vincenzo, when this thing was going haywire back here, said more than likely this thing would crash to levels not seen ever in the height of the bull run, right? When we had our first top, bear market started, bear market rally, I thought it was over up here for all the coins. And I let you know that I thought we were going to be in an extended bear market. And unfortunately for people just like me in GPL, when bad things happen and you're in it, it went down, right? And for the people with the GPL comments, I'm going down with the ship, right? So if it goes bankrupt, I'm out about $3,500, right? Right now it's already down, almost all of it anyways, in a long-term trading account. So I'm not selling it now for $500 when I have $3,500 in it. It's either going to go down with the ship, or in 5 or 6 years or 2 years, it's going to have a big turnaround if gold prices go up and they don't have the liquidity problems that they're having right now, and bad luck and misfortune, and it recovers, and I end up making profit. But if the money goes by the wayside, the money goes by the wayside. There's always going to be more money into the future. And I'll just count that as a idiot tax to myself for being stubborn and not selling out when I was down 20, 30%. And it looked like it was going to be a long road to recovery. But that was a year ago, and I thought by now the things would be turning around. But things went south, things went sideways, and it is what it is. And I'm going down with the proverbial ship because I'm the captain at the helm. And if that ship goes down, I'm sinking with it. I'm not bailing out now because really, it's in an IRA account, it's in my retirement account, and a gold retirement account. And that is really the only one that I'm getting hammered on. Some of the other ones are down. Well, they're actually all been going down, but they're not down like that. And they're not, and the other ones are solid companies and they have no liquidity problems. They pay me a dividend, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But no, long story short, am I frustrated? Yes. Am I disappointed? Yes. Did I foresee them having this much problems? No. But am I going to shake myself out of the market and be discouraged? Nope. I'm just going to watch it, see what happens. And maybe 8 months later from now, they'll be back to $1.50 or $2, and this will all be by the wayside, and or they may go bankrupt, and then that money's gone, and then I can kick myself in the proverbial nutsack, right? Because I could have deployed that capital somewhere else and been getting a big dividend in B2 Gold or Pan America Silver or any of the other ones, right? Angelo Mining, whatever. But you can see that's where this is at right now. You need to hold that support. If we look at the cryptos, you can see we had a beautiful recovery today in a Luna Classic. If we look at the hour time frame, you can see after we had this beautiful consolidation down, look at where we tagged. We hit the 50-day moving average in red in the hour time frame, and then we almost tagged the 100-day moving average. But if we went out to the 4-hour time frame, you can see we never even came down to those moving averages, and the price bounced back up, and it continues to pump. And to Mark, I know you took a gamble down there, and we had an upside target of up here when it was consolidating down into this area right here, and congratulations on you. It still hasn't broke the major uptrend, so there has been no reason to sell, but you can kind of see now you're getting some nice big consolidation off of the last power move, and you're kind of forming what could be seen as a rising channel-ish deal. So as long as it stays into this consolidation and holds the 50-day moving average in the short term, there is no reason to sell it on every sell-off and pump. You can just continue to ride the momentum. If I had to put a stop loss in, it would be somewhere below the 200 or the 100-day moving average, because if it broke the 100-day moving average, you would come down to the 200-day in the 4-hour, and you can see that's a pretty big fall down from where you're at now. But congratulations to you on a phenomenal trade, getting in up there and taking that gamble. And then I believe you did buy some even lower when it was in here. I believe you said you bought some at 0.00019 and change. So congratulations on that trade. If there's anything I can do to look at the chart, I'd be more than willing to try to help you. But right now, you seem to be doing a phenomenal job understanding the Luna Classic ups and downs of that major volatility that is taking place there. And let me know how good of a percentage you made on your trade. And we are all cheering and hoping for the best and continue to make lots of money in your endeavors in the coin trading world. You can see XRP support, and it's getting supported again on the red volume indicator. And one of my subscribers asked what the volume indicator does. If we zoom out here to the monthly time frame, the volume indicator shows you where the buyers and sellers and the volume is, right? So you can see XRP, the red are sell pressure, the green is buy pressure. If you have a candle that's more red, that means there's a lot of sellers there. But if you see this right here, this is the mean of the volume. So there's a lot of buyers stacked there. There's a lot of volume traded there. Look at all this volume that's been traded there. So on the way down, you would think it would get supported there, right? But if you slip it, it becomes major resistance. But when you're starting to trade through the volume, if you look at this, say you started to pump up again where you're at now, and you came back up to this area and you breached that, you would more than likely be able to, as the volume now is starting to steadily fall off, there's less and less volume up there. That means there's less and less resistance the higher you go. So that means the higher you go, where these candlesticks are getting very, very less and less into almost nothing, there's very little things there to resist you. So if you're looking at this on a big pump, if you got past this area right here in that candlestick, you would shoot up really fast over here. And you can see how that took place right there because there's very little trading there. And then on the way down, when we were way up here, you could have had the volume indicator there and seen this would be your first area that you would try to bounce, right? And it did, but then it got rejected. And then you could see you're more than likely going to come down to the mean of the volume. And it did, but then it bounced, then it bounced, then it came under it and you see resistance, resistance, resistance. Then it finally got above it, right? And then it took off, then it had a big dump, but it came back down to support, right, on the mean of the volume, and it tagged it, struggled there for a little while, and then it went to the proverbial moon, right? And then on the way down, it came all the way back down to that area and got initially supported on the volume indicator area there, right? You see that? So that's how you use the volume indicator. It shows you how much volume's been traded in a specific region, and as it buy volume, sell volume, right? And it gives you an idea if there's major support, major resistance, or if the price, if it breaks it, if it flushes, where a likely support or resistance zone is, right? Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. And once again, I appreciate each and every one of my 1,200 beautiful, loyal, lovely followers. And I hope we can continue to grow this channel and continue to communicate and learn with each other, and 1000x our lives, 1000x our standard of living, and 1000x our quality of life and portfolios. Peace and love to you all, beautiful, lovely people from around the world.